Some of the best memories of a hunting trip are made in the evening sitting around the fire. It's where some of the best stories are told, and you'll hear the biggest lies. Welcome to Campfire Chronicles. Today I'm joined by my brother Blain and his wife Courtney. They came out here from Hudson Hope to join me for a couple of days, and it's been a pretty good couple of days, eh?
Yeah, it's been amazing. Hello, everybody. I'm Blain.
Hey, it's Courtney.
What time did you guys get out here? You came out yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was like yesterday. I think we got here at like 11. It was just before noon.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was on my way in and I thought, we need some lunch.
Yeah.
So I just, instead of coming into camp here, I just kept going up the road and there's 3 chickens. I shot 3 chickens and we ended up waiting to cook those up until today.
Yeah.
But that turned out pretty good, eh?
Yeah, that was cool. You cooked them right over the fire with just some seasoning salt. And, man.
I like the 2 different kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I shot 2 rough grouse and 1 spruce hen. So, and they kind of taste both of them. And Blaine, you like the spruce hens better, hey?
Yeah, it had like almost like, not like chicken, like steak almost.
Yeah.
Like a kind of like a small steak bite. It was good.
Yeah.
I like the other one's better. They had like the more like traditional chickeny taste.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice though because I don't eat store-bought chicken because it's disgusting and nasty and so bad for you. So it was nice to have some chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty dang good lunch. And then I've been out here for just over a week now. I think it's been about 8 days. And so far, I think I've seen 6 moose. One of them was a bull.
Mm-hmm.
And that one yesterday, he was borderline legal, but we couldn't quite tell. And then after that, what else have we seen? Elk?
Yeah, we seen that
Deer.
elk today. We seen, just the 1 bear so far, or no, 2 bears.
Yeah.
That was a great big bear.
Yeah.
Right down the
A
road.
whole pile of chickens.
We seen a coyote.
Yeah, coyote.
I seen a beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a great trip for seeing wildlife.
Yeah, we've seen all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
We saw some chickens that were actually just big piles of rocks that we tried to shoot at.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one, it even caught me. Like, I stopped, got out, grabbed the camera, zoomed in on it, went, oh. And the whole time playing, he's like, oh, no, that's a rock. Oh.
Yeah, I got out and put the scope up to it.
And then he started blasting.
I was just about to load the gun. I was like, wait a minute. That's not a chicken.
That was
Yeah.
not a chicken, no.
Yeah, and then today I shot a little whitetail buck. Pretty well driving down the road and down a pipeline full of clover. I seen a whitetail. So we stopped, pulled binoculars, and I thought it was a doe at first. And then there was a second one out there. And the second one for sure looked like a small little buck. So we end up going down the road and just kind of easing up alongside the road just beside the pipeline. And then me and Blaine got out, walked into the pipeline and said, well, it's not 1 buck, it's 2 bucks. And pretty well Blaine ran the camera for me. And as it started to walk across the pipeline, it stopped a couple of times, but that was like a 250-yard shot.
It was a ways.
Yeah. And then right when it was just about to go into the trees, he stopped again. And, I only have the 300 out here with me, so it was a lot of gun for a little deer. And not surprisingly, it just dropped in its tracks. But that was nice. Then when we drove up there, Macaroni, she finally caught a deer.
Yeah. Yeah, because, at her house in Hudson Hope, there's deer all over the place, and she chases them a bit out of her field and stuff, and now, she was all over this deer. She, was kind of nibbling it a little bit on the neck, and...
She's licking it.
Yeah, she was rolling all around
rolling on top of it, rolling beside it. She was
yeah, it was hilarious.
She was so happy, though. She was just, so proud.
Yeah.
She's like, finally, I got him after they eat all our freaking vegetables out of our garden and torment us.
Yeah.
Like, finally, we got one.
Yeah, she was having just an absolute heyday.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that one, it took us about 30 minutes to gut it and put it into the truck. And then we also saved the liver and the heart for that.
You gave Macaroni a big chunk of something, too.
Oh, yeah, that was just some of the fat free around, the tenderloin area.
Well, you're now her new best friend, so she enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're gonna be taking the liver home.
Yeah.
And eating that up. Then you're gonna try dehydrating some.
Yeah, we're gonna eat some, and I'm gonna try to dehydrate some to make like supplements with it.
Oh, okay.
Correction, he's gonna eat some because that's nasty. I hate liver. I have post-traumatic stress from my parents trying to make me eat it when I was a kid.
Yeah. And then the heart, I clipped the top of the heart with when I shot him there, so we have about 2/3 of a heart that we can kind of cook up. And you guys are saying that you have some bacon that has to get used up, so maybe we can cube it up and do some bacon wrapped heart.
Yeah, we could try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, it doesn't taste that good, and you wasted a little bit of bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon tastes good on anything.
Oh yeah.
You can't mess bacon up.
Yeah. Yeah, and now tonight here we got the deer hanging up on the tree, just, I don't know, what is that, 75 yards from camp?
Yeah.
And on our way back in, there was a bear right at the entrance to the camp, so we let off a round right close to him, and he took off running. And then about 25 minutes ago or so, while I was setting everything up, all the dogs, they kind of turned their attention to the road. Oh, smoke. They all turned their attention to the road there, and they started to take off, so we called them back, and I shot off a bear banger, because now it's just pitch black dark. But we have a deer hanging in the tree. We have the deer head in here. You shot that rabbit. So
yeah.
We got rabbit guts.
Rabbit guts. There's a chicken carcass in there.
Yeah. So yeah, this place just reeks right now. And then earlier today too, the wind was just blowing like crazy. So yeah, the scent of this stuff is like miles down the road, and everything between here and the highway will be coming in here tonight, I'm sure.
Well, we've also nobody here showered in about 3 days, so that's a little ripe too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see in the morning. We might not have to go very far to get our bear.
Yeah, no kidding.
Been marinated.
Yeah, and then what's your deal with the chickens and my 22? Am I gonna have to buy a new one here already, or what?
No, I just had to break it in first.
Break it in.
Yeah, it hasn't had too many rounds go through it, so I thought I would just, do it for you and just pretend.
Yeah, you love some video footage to.
I don't know what was going on, man. Couldn't. There was a couple chickens that just stood there, and I shot a whole clip at them. Never hit a damn thing. Like, I could not hit them. I don't know what it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Boys,
quit that. Come here.
Probably been a while since you fired off a few rounds, so you've been pretty busy with work and stuff.
Knock it off.
Hey, quit.
Whenever you're trying to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're on to what? Well, you finished off one box.
Yeah, one box for sure.
And then you opened
up
1
1.25 maybe.
Yeah, so that's 1 1/4. That's like 70 shots.
It was quite a few.
And you've only shot like 3 chickens.
No, I got 4 in the
Okay,
bag.
4 chickens and 1 rabbit.
It was fun shooting.
That rabbit you got on the first try, he was just like.
Yeah, he had a bigger head though, bigger target.
Yeah, and he was actually fairly close, especially for a rabbit.
Yeah.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah, and then so tomorrow we still have the moose tag that's open, but I think tomorrow's Blain's last day out here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're gonna mainly just go after bears and possibly an elk, because we keep seeing a couple of bulls across the road. So maybe, I don't know, go after bears instead of moose.
Yeah, go down that one road there. That one road that we went just before here.
Yeah.
Where all that bear crap was.
Yeah, no
There's
problem.
tons of signs down there.
Yeah. We can only get to the bridge though, because at the bridge is a big hole in the deck right where the tire tracks are. So we can at least check that out in the morning first thing, and then second go into the other one where we've seen the elk at.
Yeah, do that circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots on that little strip there, hey?
Yeah, because the first bull elk I seen in there, he was 4, maybe 5 points.
Yeah.
And then that one that we seen tonight, he was for sure 5, possibly 6, but we seen him as we were driving down the middle of the road, and he was just standing in the middle of the road, and we just kind of spooked him. So we had enough time to stop, grab binoculars, and look, and I could count 5 as he turned and went into the tree. So he might have a 6th one on his left side anyways, but I don't know, whatever, it's all part of the fun anyways.
Yeah, and that We seen that giant bear too right when we left camp, like to go hunting tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a beast.
And he was,
man.
but he was like just over the top of a crest of a hill. So we like kind of parked the truck on the hill and then walked up to the top. And I was nervous because I was like, oh, it's a giant bear. And then we get to the top of the hill and he's gone off the road. So we're like, oh man.
Yeah.
And then Sheldon's like, oh, he might have smelt us and like circled around. He might be between us and the truck. So now I'm like, oh, I'm really scared, you know?
And it doesn't help too. Like that bear, it was big.
It was the biggest bear I've ever seen.
Yeah, that bear, he was 6 feet for sure, maybe touching 7, but 7 is like an absolute giant. But when we seen that bear, he was a kilometer away, and we didn't have to use binoculars.
Yeah,
so
you knew
it was just,
a bear.
that's a bear. And then when he turned sideways, like broadside along the road, he took up half the road.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that was a big bear. He was big to the point where when we got out of the truck, it wasn't just the hunter had the loaded rifle, it was Blain and me both had our guns loaded as we went up there with the safeties on, because yeah, if you don't make a good shot on a big bear like that, you can cause some trouble anyway. So
Yeah.
He was thick and juicy. Holy
He was
moly.
big.
yeah, that was a really big bear. And the craziest thing is that guy, he's about a kilometer away from camp here, and the wind's blowing right towards him. So
Yeah.
we might get him in the headlights in the middle of the night kind of a thing.
Oh, jeez.
What else is there?
What else did we do? Oh, I'm excited for that skull once it's all cleaned up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do I gotta clean that thing up?
Oh, I can do it. We can do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need help.
When
I
we
don't
get home.
touch it. It's all gross and shit and stuff.
Yeah, so my deer head, I just skinned out the head, and then the rest of the way you just gotta pretty well cut the muscles that are connecting its jaw, and then you cut underneath to pull out their tongue, and then you just scrape off all the meat and stuff that you can get, and then just in a pot that's simmering, you just put the head in there and simmer it like in a slow cooker.
How long?
That I'm actually not too sure. However long it takes for the meat to
For
fall
all the
off.
stuff to
Oh,
come off,
Dr.
yeah.
Google will probably be able to help me with that. Trial and error.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty well, like when I did my bear skull, I simmered it, and every once in a while I just like tried to pull meat off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, it's kind of like a bone-in roast.
Yeah.
Once it just kind of starts to peel off, you're good.
Kind
Yeah.
of, but like a decapitated head.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Pretty well.
And
Yeah,
then what
and
do
then-
you do once it's like all the meat and stuff's off? Do I have to like leave it or put anything on it before I can use
Yeah,
it for my
hydrogen
purposes?
peroxide.
Peroxide?
Yeah.
Do like submerge all of it or
Up to like the base of the horns.
to the base of the horn?
Yeah, because if you go into the horns, and
it'll eat the horns.
it'll bleach the horns.
Yeah.
Right.
And then with like the stuff that you just buy from the store, it's like 6% or something like that.
Yep.
You have to submerge it for a while, like a day,
Dave.
kind of a thing. If you get like the hydrogen peroxide from like a hair salon,
Mhm.
you wear gloves and you use like a turkey baster, and you just kind of drench the skull where you want it, because that shit just
Eats.
yeah.
Cool. I'm excited to get that going. I got some witchy purposes I'll be using it for.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
put some pictures on social media when she's ready.
Yeah, but the only part that's kind of disgusting is when you have to get the brains out
Mhm.
and the
Aye.
eyeballs.
I forgot about eyeballs.
Yeah, the eyeballs, you take a knife, kind of go around like the base of like the eye, and you just kind of cut around, pull it, and
You listen to Blain?
Snip
I'm
it.
not doing that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Probably just vomit on myself.
And then with the brain, like once it's done simmering,
Mm-hmm.
take your water hose, and there's a small little hole that's
Yeah.
like maybe ½ inch wide, where all like your spinal tissue and stuff goes
Yeah.
into the base of the skull. Just take your hose at home, turn on full blast, and just
And it'll
power
like,
wash it.
and it'll come out
Yeah.
of that hole.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, especially after you simmer it,
Yeah.
because it's all like pretty well
Liquefied.
cooked and like gel.
Jello.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that'll
Good
be
soup.
Oh yeah, it'll be really good soup.
easy. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
It'll be cool when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't think there's not much else going on out here. Just hunting every day. Moose season's open now. We've only gone out for moose twice, but we've seen. I think I've seen 7 or 8 now.
Yeah, I think we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so I've seen 8 moose then.
Yeah.
I think 4 of the 8 have been calves, so they. I mean, they're still moose. They kind of count, but
We
half
saw
point.
that one with his girlfriend too last night that you called.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, we seen one that came around the corner pretty well just before dark, and Blain went moose. So I stopped, and there was 2 of them standing there, and we couldn't quite tell if one was a bull or not. And then one took off into the willows, the other one stood on the road. And then I was able to see his head through all the willows and all that stuff, and it was a bull. So I just did some cow calling, and eventually he came back out onto the road, and typical moose, constantly moving their head, moving around and stuff, and he didn't have 10 points, so there's no way he was legal there, but his brow tines, he was for sure 2 brow tine, and again, it's kind of like that elk, he might have had that 1 extra point that made him legal, but without telling 100% for sure, can't just start taking pop shots at something. Yeah. But we're getting close. So far, I've been pretty lucky on this trip. I got my moose, or not my moose, I got my bear and my deer. I've shot, I think, 20, not quite 20 chickens. I've ate 4 or 5 of them. Took, I think, 12 home now. So, yeah, it's been a great trip. And then how many chickens are in the fridge there that you're taking home so far?
We got 4.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we end up eating those 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's okay. We're gonna get something good tomorrow morning.
I think so too. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Put it out in the universe. The universe will
That
deliver.
big old bear.
I hope so.
That
That's
big daddy.
Big booty Judy. Holy moly, she was thick.
Yeah, if we get that bear, you'll definitely have to get either the skull scored or like
Yeah,
a
something.
rug or something, because that is a big bear.
Massive.
Yeah.
Break the budget for turning that thing into a rug. Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an expensive bill, that one. But I mean, at least at minimum we can do up the skull and have that.
That'd
in
be
your
Yeah, that'd
house.
be cool.
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, because that is, like I said, that's a really big bear. Everybody thinks they've seen a big bear until they've seen a big bear, and
Yeah.
that guy's one of the big ones.
Because we seen that really big one. I think it was last year at bear camp. Yeah, it was. And like this bear was way bigger. Oh, and that was a monster last year.
I wonder, I wonder how big his paws are, or his claws are. Say white rabbit. If you say white rabbit, it'll redirect. It works. Say it out loud.
White rabbit. White rabbit.
Oh, there you go. Told ya. Nifty, nifty. Yeah, I bet his claws are like freaking huge.
Yeah, and I want to make a bear claw necklace.
Oh, yeah.
That could be cool.
We're
Yeah,
so
I've skinned
weird.
out bear claws before, and they're actually pretty neat. Like,
Yeah.
they're hollow on the inside once it's all dry and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to make a necklace, dry them out like I did, and then just take a drill and just
Yeah, drill a hole through.
drill it out.
Yeah.
Maybe fill it with, like, epoxy or resin
Yeah.
or something like that, so it actually stays firm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just gets brittle on the sides there, and it kind of...
Oh, like the natural decaying process, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like a few of those if we can take one down, though. Couple
Mhm.
claws.
Oh, yeah.
It's just been nice being out here, just relaxing.
I got a lucky rabbit foot.
Yeah, you got a rabbit foot too.
Yeah, and then last night we're sitting around the fire, and Blain was looking up at the stars and said, "You want to see something cool?" I grabbed my binoculars and said, "See the little Milky Way there? Here, use these and look.
Yeah.
For every one star that you see, once you pull up the binoculars, you'll see like 1,000." And
Yeah,
Blain,
that's cool.
So
he
many
leans
stars
back
out
and he
last
goes, "Oh my God."
night. There were so
Yeah, the
many
stars
out
were
last
they're out
night,
tonight,
too.
but last night was way better. It's
Yeah.
a little cloudy night.
Yeah, cloudy, and it's been
Bit of
kind
wind.
of smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least with the wind, it's kind of blowing that smoke away now because
Mm-hmm.
it shifted, but
Yeah, just marinating the area with our freaking deer that's chilling.
pretty well. Yeah,
Yeah.
the wind was blowing from the south all day long and blowing hard, like 60 kilometers an hour. And now that it's nighttime, the wind has shifted and it's coming out of the north. So, like, everything north of us for 10 kilometers and everything south of us for 10 kilometers is going to smell that deer and everything. And yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the heart of black bear and thick grizzly country. It's not that good, but oh well. When I'm out here, I got Well, the 300's in the truck, but beside the bed in the holiday trailer, I keep the 45-70 there, and there's 4 rounds in the tube, so if anything comes in, I got my headlamp, 45-70, bear bangers, air horn, pepper spray, whatever. We'll take care of the problem.
Sheldon running out there in his underwear blasting.
Oh yeah, John Wayne him.
Get away from my
You're lucky
deer!
if his underwears are on. I know he sleeps naked. He used to live with us when he was younger. I know he sleeps naked. Oh, we also spent some time grounding in the moss in the bush.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
just
fun.
Just
right
laying
here.
down.
Yeah.
laying
Right
down
in
on the
behind
nice
camp.
moss. Take
I
your
love-
shoes off.
I love laying down on the moss and like staring up, and all you see is trees and like the sky.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite.
Well, and this year it's been so dry too. The moss,
Yeah.
there's not an ounce of water in that moss at all. So when you're sitting there, you don't get a wet butt. If you lay down, you don't get a wet side or back or anything. So
Yeah, I took my shoes off and just like soaked it all in. I had a couple crystals out.
yeah,
Then one of the dogs went and left us a nasty present.
yeah, downwind of course too. So yeah, we had
Shout out to Rocky.
good old Rocky boy.
Really know how to clear a room.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moss is super nice. So it's nice how it's so dry, like ridiculously dry.
Yeah, it's nice if you want to sit in it, but if a fire ever started here,
Oh yeah.
Oh
man,
yeah, I
you'd be
guess. Eh?
pretty screwed. But
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Oh well, guys, I figured we would just do another Campfire Chronicle while Blain and Courtney were here, kind of share our story of the last day and a half that they've been here, and kind of hopefully it gets you guys outside and you want to head out to a nice little wilderness area like this, as long as you're not too afraid of bears. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you're just listening to this, I'd appreciate it if you head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe over there. But anyways, guys, we're going to sit by the fire, stay nice and warm, make some s'mores, head to bed, and tomorrow we'll get back hunting. Catch you on the next one.
Bye. Peace.